Raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the evidence you're about to present in the matter under hearing should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Your Honor, are you judging me? And no law is above God's law. So I cannot honor any of your laws. It supersedes every single law that you guys have given me. I am friends with the
Content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out a ton. Alright, let's jump in. We've got a wild hearing today. This girl, right here top left corner, is in court because she flat out refused to pay $2,000 in court fees. And her entire defense, she says she's not a citizen, and that God's law is higher than everyone else's law. Meanwhile, she's got shoplifting charges and other nonsense hanging over her. Honestly, this one is hilarious, because the judge has that straight-faced, no-nonsense demeanor the whole time. It's like watching him silently roast her just by existing. By the end, he drops a sentence that I actually think she deserves because she's completely out of her mind. Shout out to court nerds for this video. Let's dive in.
For today, Your Honor, and even me having to file this motion and continue to, I guess, seek attorney fees from Ms. Lott, Your Honor.
What are you asking for today?
Your Honor, for today, Your Honor, I'm asking for $1,500, Your Honor. And I can provide my affidavit to the court, Your Honor. We had to communicate with the court, Your Honor. I've been practicing law since 2008, Your Honor. I've been in good standing since that time. Your Honor, I charge my client a flat fee of the $1,500 just to try to see, just so we can file this motion for incarceration.
All right, Ms. Lott, raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the evidence you're about to present in the matter under hearing should be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Your Honor, are you judging me?
If you want to call it that, but I assume you want to testify on your own behalf.
Yes, I do. And if the attorney is not going to be sworn in, that is a conflict of interest. And I have filed motions. I filed a quo warranto because I have searched for law licenses and I have not found any. There's been no true judges since 1789. And the United States filed a Chapter 11 in 1933, which lost their sovereignty as a government. So I can't even be heard here. I have asked the court to provide me documentation stating that this is an Article 3 court. I have not gotten anything back from the judge with any type of documentation from the Attorney General, from the Secretary of State. You guys have not had permission to try me, and no law is above God's law. So I cannot honor any of your laws. It supersedes every single law that you guys have given me. I have tried to settle this in court. I have filed a fiduciary relationship. 56. I am friends with the IRS. I have attempted to settle with a $20 money order because there is no money with the court, and everything was sent back. So rejection of payment is payment, Your Honor. And my religion strongly prohibits any satanic laws or rituals, and I cannot serve two masters. So either I don't even know what to do here in this matter, because I have asked to be tried in an Article 3 court. This is not a court of equity. God's law trumps all laws made by man. God also says no man should be judged or you will be judged. This is my religion. I have not broken any of God's laws. I have not committed any crimes. I have not harmed my offspring. I am the first lien holder on my child's estate. So there is nothing that I can do for Miss LaFleur. And I will not be paying it because my God told me not to. He gave me the instructions on what to do, and you guys refused it. You guys refused my quo warranto because it wasn't written in the way that you accepted, but I am not under your laws. I am friends with the IRS. I have sent out my documentation. I have my own contract with myself. I don't have a contract with you guys. I have not signed anything, and I am not a 14th Amendment corporate war citizen. I am a natural person. That is what I have to say.
You have any questions for Ms. Lott, Ms. St. Fleur?
Yes, Ms. Lott, were you present in court for the petition for a legitimation with Tariq Crump?
Ms. LaFleur, can you provide me your...
It's St. Fleur. It's St. Fleur. It's not LaFleur. If we're gonna quote all of these articles, make sure you get my name right. It's St. Fleur.
St. Fleur?
It's St. Fleur. Well, just were you in court? I mean, I'm not sure if any of the articles could tell me, but were you in court?
Questions. I have no further answers for any of your questions. I said what I said. This law does not trump God's.
She literally just said a whole lot of nothing. I don't know how this judge kept a straight face. Maybe it's because he's seen it all, or maybe it's because she's just on another planet. Like, sure, nobody likes being under government control. But when you're actively breaking the law shoplifting, not paying fisio, don't get to hide behind sovereign law. Her entire argument is useless. If she'd been framed or falsely accused, maybe that argument would make sense. But no, she did this to herself. Honestly, she comes off less like someone faking crazy and more like someone who really is crazy, and you can see right through it. Personally, I think she needs to be locked up and evaluated. Her mindset is just unbelievable. What blows my mind is how common this victim complex stuff is nowadays. Like, people refuse to own up to anything. If you commit a crime, do the time. It's that simple. Let me know in the comments, do you think she's really unstable or just pretending? Clip 3. I honestly
$755.40. Do you have any proof that any payment was made?
I have the proof here, and this was sent back to me. This is the money order that I sent to the court.
It's that $20 thing you said?
Yes, it is. That is the settlement that is written in your laws. I did send the thing. They sent it back, and refusal of payment is payment, so I will handle it with the IRS from here.
Well, $20 doesn't equal $2,755.40.
Or any court fees cannot supersede to $20, and that is what I paid as a natural person. I don't know about any U.S. citizen. I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm a natural person and a private American. I've not committed any crimes under God's law. I have not stolen. I have not buried false witnesses. I have not killed anyone. I have not dishonored my mother and my father, and I have not put any man before God, and I will not put any of you guys before God either.
All right, Ms. Lott, I'm going to find you in contempt of court for failure to pay the $2,755.40. Order you incarcerated, that is jailed, until you've paid the money.
I will be taking it up with the IRS, and I will be filing liens because you guys do not have liens over myself, my estate, or my child. So
We'll take it up with the sheriff first.
Oh, I will not, because the sheriff does not have any jurisdiction.
Turn yourself in, or the sheriff will come out and arrest you.
Jurisdiction over me, and the sheriff does not have any jurisdiction over me.
That's fine. Once you're released, I'll give you 90 days to pay an additional $1,500 for attorney's fees incurred by the plaintiff for today's proceeding. And I'll ask Ms. St. Fleur to submit the order.
Will do, Your Honor.
And include in that, the sheriff will notify the court when Ms. Lott has been arrested.
Can you guys provide me with evidence that you are Article 3 court and not a military court?
We'll send you.
They don't get her play here. Did she really think she could come in, act insane, and skate out free? That's exactly what I'd expect from someone out of touch with reality. The judge ends up giving her 6 months for blowing off those $2,000 in fines, and honestly, it's deserved. This girl is textbook victim mentality. She refuses to take responsibility and instead doubles down on being smug and arrogant. Props to the judge, though he handled this perfectly. Barely reacted, barely spoke, just waited her out, and then dropped the hammer. That's how it should be done. And honestly, she did this to herself. If she'd just admitted fault, maybe she could have walked with a fine. Instead, she'd get 6 months because she wanted to play games. Do I think prison will change her? Probably not. She seems way too locked into this God-complex mindset. But at least she's facing consequences. Final thought: if you stay out of trouble, you'll never need to pull these "I'm crazy, the law doesn't apply to me" stunts. Most people who scream about being victims aren't victims at all. They just don't want to face what they did. That's going to wrap up this one. If you enjoyed, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think 6 months was fair, or would you have given her more? Thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care.